if you don't know where to begin, better ask when.
Shane, good to see you. We start with a common question. Are you ever too old for an annuity? As Americans live longer and face growing concerns about outliving their savings, annuities are becoming increasingly popular, a great way to create steady income in retirement. In fact, sales surpassed $432 billion in 2024. We're still waiting on the 2025 numbers. That's according to LIMRA. So timing is, of course, everything. If you're under 50, an annuity probably isn't the right move. But on the flip side, most insurers stop selling them once you hit 90. So what's the right age to buy an annuity?
Well, I think it's really less about what the age is specifically, and it's more about what you're trying to accomplish with this annuity. What are your other sources of fixed income? What other monies do you have flowing into your household every day to determine how much or when you should purchase an annuity and when you should use it to actually help you with your retirement?
And what problems do annuities solve?
Well, the primary thing that annuities do when we talk about them in our financial marketplace is they provide you an income stream. Just like a pension, we see many people used to have these pensions, but as the baby
Right.
boomers started to be born and started to be working, pensions became a much less available thing. They're not out there so much anymore. So what you can do is you can take your 401k or any other money that you might have and turn that into your own pension. That's typically the primary way that people use annuities out there.
And do you want to touch on the kinds of annuities there are?
Yeah, we have three types that we typically talk about in our financial marketplace here in the United States: fixed, indexed, and variable. We typically focus here at Winston and Companies on fixed and indexed because those are the ones that have the guarantees against loss in most cases. Variable are just that. They tend to go up, they tend to go down. So they're a little bit less appealing to the people that we work with most of the time. Now, there's another way we can use annuities too that's less about income and more about just growth. And it can be used as a growth tool as well.
hmm So buying an annuity could mean loss of liquidity. How much of your assets should be in an annuity?
So I think it comes down again to what you're trying to accomplish. How much income do you need, and how much is it going to take to generate that income? Now, typically, we don't want to go any more than about 70 to 75% of your overall investable assets in an annuity because there is some loss of liquidity. When we have investments, we'd like to have them be liquid, have great growth, and be protected all at the same time. But it's often pretty tough to get a single investment that does all three of those. So an annuity gives you growth, gives you protection, but you have to give up some liquidity. And they usually have a liquidity valve that allows you to get about 10% out per year. But you want to make sure you're aware of that when you buy an annuity.
Yeah, another question I think comes up a lot are what are the tax implications with annuities for you and your heirs?
So they work just like any other type of account. So you can have an IRA annuity, a non-IRA annuity, a Roth annuity. You have all those same tax classifications. And so for your heirs or for yourself, it kind of all works the same way. RMDs and the like will all be the same. So let's say you roll over your 401k to an IRA, you wanted to put that into an annuity, it would be an IRA annuity, just like an IRA type investment account. It all kind of follows the same rules. And many annuities also do give you the option to do internal Roth conversions as well, which can be a great thing to do if your taxes are concerned.
So Shane, let's say someone comes into your office, you determine that an annuity is not the right fit. What are some alternative options when it comes to creating stable income in retirement?
Well, that's a good question. When it comes to our core retirement savings, our 401ks and those sorts of things, there's really three ways to take income. You have the bank way, the Wall Street way, and the insurance company way. So if the insurance company way, meaning annuities, is not the chosen direction, that leaves us the bank way and the Wall Street way. Now we have to compare the options that are available there. The bank way, typically not very exciting. It's going to be very safe, very protected, but the growth aspect there is not going to be all that great, right? That means we can turn to Wall Street, which might be able to give us some good growth, some good income, some good potential and liquidity, but we have to keep an eye there as to the risk and what it might be. But there's a lot of great options for very safe income from Wall Street and the markets overall as well.
Yep. No cookie cutter answers to this question about annuities. But Shane, if somebody would like to sit down with you and determine if an annuity makes sense for them and their financial plan, what's the best way to reach you?
Well, the best way to reach us is on our website or via phone here at the office. Our website is winstonandcompanies.com, or call us here at the office, 602-456-1928.
Shane, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.
Got a plan for your retirement, 'cause you know it's just down the road. But if you don't know where to begin, better ask when.